Salut Maverick, aujourd'hui on est là pour parler de ta vie rêvée. Est-ce que tu te souviens de ton dernier rêve?
The last dream I had, oh my god, last night you mean? I've been quite sick lately. I've been sick for about a week, and whenever I get sick, I dream like crazy, man. I mean, like I go into this fever mode, I don't know. And every time I dream stuff, it's never like one thing. I end up like in an airport, and then I get like flown into the sea. Like people go, it's never like, people always say to me like they know all the details of what they dream about. And for me, it's always this big chaotic thing, and I can't really point things and say, oh, this really happened. It's always this big chaotic thing.
Et ton pire cauchemar alors?
My worst nightmare is when I would play live on stage and like shit would like crash. I wouldn't remember what I'm playing. For me, the most important thing is when you play live, it's super instant. You play something and the crowd responds. And if something goes wrong, man, you're in deep shit, you know? Like, it's the worst thing that can happen. Or like when you come today, for example, what would be my worst nightmare? When I would come on stage, plug in the USB stick, and it would put like error. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. So then it's super instant. So that's every DJ or live performer's worst nightmare, I guess, that, you know, because when you fuck up, everybody sees it, you know, like there's no way back. You lose the control. In the studio, you can fuck up 20 times, 30 times, nobody's gonna give a fuck. But on stage, it's a nightmare, man. Fuck, yeah.
Si t'étais programmateur, la fiche de rêve, ce serait quoi?
The act that I love a lot these days is Hiatus Coyote. Man, it's like next level funky, jazzy stuff, but like mixed with future beats, and the singer's amazing. The next thing I love is Thelonious Monk. Very old stuff, but like jazz shit. So with the Maverick thing, I gotta explain this maybe, but with Maverick, with AKS, we play a lot of electronic stuff, you know, very up-tempo. But with Mav, I try to like get influenced by more jazzy kind of stuff. So if you ask me as Maverick, what would you program? It would be, you know, everything would be in that kind of direction. And the third thing I would love to see live once is Lido. So Lido for me, he's one of the best producers, very prolific sounds, very musical as well, you know. So, and if I would name maybe a fourth one, he plays here tonight, Pomrat, man. Fuck, this guy is amazing, so, you know.
Le free download sur SoundCloud, c'est quoi l'intérêt?
With AKS, we have a very planned out thing, you know, like we're gonna do an album, we're gonna do singles, it's all very planned out because we already had a history with AKS and with all these singers and stuff, you know, so that's very planned out. With Maverick, this is like my side project. So with Mav, I want to be free and just release stuff that I like and not being involved with managements and promo teams and whatnot, you know, like, so that's why I said, okay, let's yeah, like instinctive shit. And so I said, like, just put it online and let it live and we'll see what happens, you know. I don't want to charge people at first because they don't know me, you know, like I want people to be able to like get my music instantly. And now, little by little, you know, like it starts to build up. People are like getting interested, and I'm planning on doing an EP. And let's see what that brings. Maybe it's going to be a free download. Maybe I find a nice label. I mean, there are a lot of very interesting labels lately. Good friends of mine, like Nowadays Records in Paris, or Tangram Recordings in Louvain. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But the free download's mainly because I want to spread the music, you know. Share it. Yeah, share it, you know, yeah, sure.
Avec quel artiste tu aimerais bosser?
That would most definitely be like a soul singer. Let's say like, woman. Like Alice Russell, I don't know if you know her. Like, yeah, you should check her out. She's from the UK. Alice Russell, she's got this power vocals, man. I mean, like, that always works for me. Like, when you would talk about ancient singers, like Etta James, unfortunately she passed away. But like Etta James, like the girl from the Coca-Cola commercial. I want you, you know her, right? Etta James, like that kind of vocal, I mean, like soulful, that really hits you, you know? Like, when you put on a track, you're like, motherfucker, this sounds amazing. Like Alice Russell, she's amazing.
Si t'es journaliste pour Viewz, l'investigation que tu rêverais de faire?
What interests me a lot is how people consume music, you know? Like, there's been a shift from you used to buy an album and you would listen to it over and over and over again, and that would like suffice, you know, like now music gets consumed on such a level that you just like one artist coming and then you forget it in a week and then you listen to another thing and, you know, like it drops and and so what makes you go to a concert? What makes an act like stand out and be there forever? I mean, lately, like, things just shift. It comes and it's gone, and it comes and it's gone, you know, like all these little hypes. and what makes an act stand out lately, you know, like can you still stand out, and can you stay in the game, or are you just like everything else, dust in the wind? Because everybody has an opinion, everybody shares a lot of shit. You know, what I think is that young people, they like put tracks on their Facebook, not because they really like the music, but because they can say, look, I found something that you don't know, and that defines me as a person. You know what I mean? Like, because you're looking for yourself, and people like put out stuff and say, look, I found this shit. This is so new. This is me. You know, like, and then it's gone after a week because everybody listens to it. So that's not, oh shit, I don't stand out anymore because I listen to that stuff. So there's this weird kind of thing going on, you know. Like, so for me, that's really interesting. Yeah.
À choisir, tu préfères être un DJ riche ou un producteur pauvre?
Oh, that's a really difficult one. As an artist, I should say, of course, I want to be poor and make my own music. Yeah, of course. But on the other side, it's such a weird question, because if I would be rich, I would say fuck off and I would still go and make my own music, you know, like. So, but I will, of course, I'm a creator, so, but I don't want to be poor either. So that's because if I would be poor, I couldn't make electronic music, because like Apple fucking laptops cost too much money, man. Like.
Mourir à 30 ans au sommet de ta gloire ou à 80 dans l'anonymat?
No, man, really, I want to die, I want to burn up, man. I mean, like 30 years old. It's better to burn up than to fade away. No, because like people, when they're 80, you can't even move, you know? You're a plant. Let me just like fucking party. Hey, but I just became 29 today, so that 30, that's like next year. So then I still have a lot of work to do, though, if I would die next year. But no, man, really, die at 80, fuck that shit.
On te propose un booking à Coachella, mais la seule condition, c'est de jouer à poil. Tu le fais ou pas?
Man, I would go naked, man. Fuck that shit. I'm happy with who I am. Maybe I become super famous because you go on stage naked. I don't know, man. I would do it, definitely. Fuck it. Yeah, sure.